Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's episode, I will be talking about how to clean your prosthetic eye. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe below and like this video. If you're new to my channel, this is where we talk about prosthetic eyes, health, and fitness. If this sounds like things that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe as well. Without further ado, let's get started on today's video. Hey, so what you will need today to clean your prosthetic eye. Not very many supplies is needed to do this correctly. Now, this is optional, but if you want to, you can use hand sanitizer before you go ahead and clean your eye. If not, just wash your hands. They like to carry a lot of germs, so that's always something good to do. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, what I have here as well is a bowl of soapy water. I like to use Dawn's dish soap because I already use it for my dish soap, but I have also found that it cleans all of the bacteria and the thickness that gets accumulated on your prosthetic eye. It cleans it off really well. So what I do is literally just put a drop of that Dawn dish soap in a bowl and then make some soapy water. Now I like to take my prosthetic eye and drop it in there. Use some warm water. It doesn't have to be hot, just some warm water because that helps with bacteria as well, and that's never going to hurt. So I like to just let it sit in there for a little bit. So just to make this video faster, I'm going to go ahead and take it out, but you just start to rub it with your fingers. I mean, there's not much to cleaning a prosthetic eye. I do recommend that you go to your ocularist at least once a year. I see mine twice a year, where they polish all of the gunk and the scratches and the nicks that you've done over time. They polish that right off for you. And they can also look into your eye socket and say, hey, if they notice anything. Now, they're not your actual eye doctor, but they can see signs. They've seen signs and they can see it and tell you, hey, you need to go get checked out. But anyway, so you really just clean it all up and you rub it with your fingers. They recommend doing this once a month, but that's at a minimum. Now, your prosthetic eye, if you're like me, you take it out a lot because it either irritates you or it's hurting or whatever it might be. But anyway, you take it out a lot. And with that being said, you get a lot of bacteria on your prosthetic eye. So you should definitely be cleaning your prosthetic more than just once a month, because it's nice to keep it clean and not get any infections in your eye socket. And trust me, you will thank me down the road. So anyway, now I just have a typical wash rag, but it is soft. It's not really hard and scratchy, and the material itself is really soft. I just recommend a soft material because if you have something hard and it's just scratching your prosthetic eye in general, that's not good. That defeats the purpose of what you're trying to do. So, just like so, you just dry it off. And literally, guys, that's it. That's all it takes to clean your prosthetic eye. So, your prosthetic eye hygiene is so important because if you don't, you can get infections. You can cause so much more problems for you down the road. So with that also being said, you can get infections with a prosthetic eye even though you keep it as clean as you can possibly do. So let's say you clean, let's take this out for a second. Let's say you clean your prosthetic eye once a day, okay? And you still start to get bacteria in your eye. And you're wondering why. I clean it, I use my hand sanitizer, I am on point with my prosthetic eye hygiene. Well, what you didn't know most likely, is that the prosthetic eye itself actually has, which you can't see to the naked eye, but it has little grooves and divots inside of it. Now, when you wear your prosthetic eye, your body creates this protein that every time you blink, it can create it with your prosthetic eye. So your prosthetic eye and your body put together creates this protein, and those protein particles get inside of your prosthetic eye, all those grooves that I was just talking about. With that being said, over time it builds up, builds up, builds up. It doesn't matter how many times you're cleaning because it's still in your prosthetic. Now, with that being said, that is why you have to go to your ocularist minimum once a year. I go every 6 months because they polish all that protein off. That protein can cause a really big infection, and hopefully it doesn't get out of control. Now, you will see signs of this infection with really red eye socket appearances, or maybe you can't even wear your prosthetic eye anymore because it hurts so bad just to put it in and wear it. These signs are very important to pay attention to, and go see your doctor if you're having this. But other than that, it's super simple to do. You just get some soap, some clean warm water, a nice wash rag that is soft and doesn't scratch your prosthetic, and you just clean it all up. And now you have a clean prosthetic eye. I mean, you could do the old-fashioned. I'm just kidding. There you have it. That is how you clean your prosthetic eye. Pretty simple. There's not much to it. You just got to go and do it. Don't be lazy. But anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and like it for me. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I answer all of them. Again, I post one video every week. So if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. In next week's video, I will be talking about how I apply my makeup. It is a difficult, but can be quite simple procedure that I do. And it's a procedure because it took some time to actually get good at putting on makeup. So anyway, if this interests you, again, subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to talking to you guys next week.